Anthropic has just released Claude Opus 5, matching Fable 5 at half the price. A single person has solved 6 open Erdős problems, ChatGPT's agent can finally log into websites, and a new model learned how to operate computers by watching videos. Plenty to get through today, let's go. Anthropic has released Claude Opus 5, a model the company says comes close to Fable 5's frontier intelligence at half the price. It's priced the same as its predecessor, Opus 4.8, $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output, while Fable 5 costs twice that. On coding and knowledge work benchmarks, it sets new highs for Anthropic, scoring over 40% on Frontier Bench compared to Opus 4.8's under 20, though Anthropic admits it still trails Mythos 5 on cybersecurity tasks. Anthropic is pitching this one for daily professional use rather than the longest autonomous runs, where Fable 5 stays the pick. It's already the default on Claude Max and top of the list on Pro. A researcher going by Shuchao Wang says he solved 6 open Erdős problems in 5 days using OpenAI's GPT-5.6 Sol out of 13 he attempted. He didn't need deep mathematical expertise to pull it off, just a carefully written prompt that read more like a contract than a question, spelling out exactly what a finished proof had to establish and which near misses wouldn't count. From there, it was a loop of attempt, failure, diagnosis, and a fresh proof draft, with the model auditing its own work. Not everyone in the maths community is convinced these count as genuine solutions, but it's a striking demonstration of what a long, patient reasoning loop can grind through. OpenAI's ChatGPT work agent can now use websites that need you to sign in, not just the public pages it was limited to before. You take over the cloud browser yourself to log in, then hand control back to the agent to carry on the task, and that login persists across sessions, so you only have to do it once. It plugs a real gap, since agents that could only browse logged out pages were fairly limited in what they could actually get done for you. Small update, but it's the kind of unglamorous plumbing that determines whether an agent is actually useful day to day. Induction Labs has introduced what it's calling imagination models, a new foundation model architecture built to learn from internet-scale video instead of labelled actions. Its first one, Photon 1, learned to use a computer just by watching the equivalent of 18 years of screen recordings, with no one labelling what button was clicked or why. That's a very different training diet to the reinforcement learning setups most computer use agents rely on, betting instead that raw observation at enormous scale gets you further than curated demonstrations. It's an early, unproven architecture from a lab most people haven't heard of, but the bet itself is the interesting part.